So hold on, I just want to give a little preview. To give a little preview because I've been wanting to go live, my people, but this weekend was a tough weekend for me. You know what I mean? Like, I had some people come in, my organic family from, you know what I mean, Universal family came in from out of town, and they told me ahead of time that they was coming, but it slipped my mind. I forgot that they were coming. You know what I mean? So I ended up spending some quality time with my organic family from out of town, and I've been wanting to go live, and I just wanted to be speaking about these antigens. And the one thing about science that, as far as genetics and biology and chemistry, because everything revolves around the sun and the energetic frequencies that the sun is emitting, and everything grows from sunlight and water, so, and carbon. So I would say new information is constantly being updated when it comes to genetic information, because these people are finding out new shit about us every day, new shit about nature every day, new shit about the water every day, the air. They finding out new things every day. They just not conveying it to you because the planet is is moving to a higher frequency now. So things are acting differently, more so than before, because things are no longer going to be dormant. So anyway, I wanted to speak about these antigens. How when people be saying to black people, like, well, we got animal DNA too. We don't have animal DNA. We have antigens that attach themselves to our blood. If you don't really know, if you want to go with blood types, and blood types, like I stated before, blood types are only purpose for blood types are reproduction and blood transfusion, where though that they can take blood from us and pump their poison blood in us. That's it. They can take our pure blood and pump their poison blood in us, and so it can produce antibodies, which are antigens. And this is where you get chicken pox from. This is where you get cow pox from. This is where you get monkey pox from. This is where you get other viruses, like, for example, a stomach virus. You know what I mean? All of this stuff comes from antigens being built up inside of the body. And you have antigens that the body naturally produces, and then you have antigens that are attached to our blood, that they can only attach to our blood cell. They could not penetrate our cells. So when you look at antigens, what does it say? Anti. The first thing apart about antigens, anti, and then genes, antigens. So it's its own genetic material that is in your body to fight off so-called infections. This is where you get the flu shot, and this is where you got, you know what, the jab from, because it has its own antigens in there. Your body doesn't possess the capabilities of building up its own antigens to fight off any infections. So somebody have to hit you with something in order for them to put more antigens in you, or better antigens than what the body naturally produces, in order to fight off certain things. So anyway, when you look at the organic people of the planet, and thank you, so-called black woman, because damn, your son looks handsome. Your son look handsome with some good furniture in there. It may not be Hollywood furniture, but we ain't in a. I got grass on my. I got grass on my lawn. My furniture is A-OK. You know what I'm saying? We ain't Hollywood. We ain't all concrete jungle. I got a little lawn on my shit, so my shit look okay. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Thank you very much, so-called black woman. Thank you very much for creating this suit. But anyway, so this is where you get red blood cell hemolysis from, where the breakdown of the bilirubin, the breakdown of your blood cells, and it produces what you call bilirubin. And bilirubin is directly connected to jaundice. And jaundice is directly connected to Neanderthal DNA. So you have the A blood type for ape, the ape, and then you have B for the wolf, the muskrat, the canine, and I do believe the cow. But you have A for the ape, the chimpanzee. So then when you have A and B blood types, that's what you call, it's called right here inside the book. What am I looking at? It's called codominance. My apologies. It's called codominance. So this is why some people have A and B negative, A and B positive. Then you have some people that are A negative, A positive, B negative. Then you have O negative, O positive. Then you have Rhesus monkey, Rhesus RH blood. You have positive and you have a negative. But when they give us these blood types so they can merge us all together, like I told you, this is only for them to inject us, be able to put their blood inside of our bodies, because at one point in time it's enough for them to extract our blood and exchange their blood for our blood. The same thing with Dracula do. Take your blood, and if you take his blood back, it's going to be poison for you. You're going to turn into him. So this is what blood types was all designed for. It was the breakdown of our blood and to be able to merge it with their blood. Now, on our blood, we have antigens, and antigens determine your blood type. Now, I'm not arguing with none of you niggas that sit around and think that y'all, because here you go right here. I don't need to argue with nobody. Tara Roden Robinson, PhD. What? Was an instructor and postdoctoral and fellow in genetics in the Department of Biological Science at Auburn University. So y'all know I'm sitting here reading through this. And then you have Lisa Cashman Spock. Lisa Cashman Spock. What? PhD and a CGC. Is a clinical genomic specialist and former geneticist counselor at Indiana University School. Why would I need to argue with you jokers? Why would I need to argue? So y'all know when I'm reading through this thing right here, because I like to show people receipts. That's why I'm sitting here reading through this and trying to follow at the same time. But I like to show people receipts so that way you can go look this shit up for yourself. I don't have time to come on here and give you my personal feelings. This ain't about me personally. This is a universal thing, bro. Genetics is a universal thing. Flies can talk to honeybees about their genetics, and honeybees can talk to flies about our genetics, about their genetics. And guess what? They can share information, and this is why I'm able to do what you do, and this is why I'm able to pollinate food and produce honey, and this is why you're able to eat shit and die within 24 hours of existence. See, simple as that. So here we go. So let me go over here, and I'm only going to flip this around to just one part for y'all, so I don't have to be sitting here struggling reading this through the camera right here. Your antigens determine your blood type. See that right there? Your antigens determine your blood type. 2 alleles. Now, alleles. See, listen, you know what? I'm going to read this to y'all, and then I'm going to break it down this way. But I want to do this I really want to do this on Instagram. Your antigens determine your blood type. 2 alleles code for antigens. Type A antigens and type B antigens. Now, alleles are nothing but gene sequences. And I told you before, on a worm, a muskrat, a rat, a fruit fly, a worm, a muskrat, a worm, mice, and muskrats, and fruit flies on a micro level, their cellular structure, the development of their cells, their structure is the same. This is why they're able to fuse genetic information and take sequences of their genome code to make up one living organism. So this is nothing but alleles are nothing but gene sequences. Okay, now here we go. 2 alleles coded as antigens, type A antigens and type B antigens. Both act in a dominant manner and can lead to type A or type B respectively. Now, when a person inherits 1 allele of each, that's called heterozygous. Now, heterozygous, like I said, when a person incorporates 2 alleles of each. So here we go. That's called heterozygous. So if I have 60% mouse DNA, and the woman that I'm sleeping with, she got 60% mouse DNA, right? Or no, excuse me, she has 40% mouse DNA. Now, what happens is my DNA automatically becomes dominant of her DNA, automatically. So
this is when they say heterozygous. They will make both antigens simultaneously and in a unique amounts called codominance. And therefore, their blood type is AB blood type. AB blood type. Now, the situation with blood types get more complicated by the presence of a third allele. This third allele that is recessive, aka O. Now, this is where they say the O negative is recessive because we don't have any animal DNA, so we shouldn't produce any antigens of animals. So therefore, we are naturally recessive. Now, this is what happens though once a O negative introduce himself to someone that is walking around with A and B blood types, or excuse me, I don't even want to say that. Let's just say animal genetics. O is a broken version of the gene and does not attach any alleles does not attach any antigens to the red blood cells. If you have 2 copies of these broken alleles, homozygous, which is the same. If you have 2 copies of the same, just like homo and hetero. Hetero means opposite, homo means the same. Homozygous, if you have 2 O, then you want to naturally produce what? A O negative or O positive baby. But the moment that you are O and you sleep with someone that is A, based upon their genetics, the baby is going to come out with antigens on their blood. The O negative will no longer be pure. It now has antigens attached to it. So here we go. Here's a diagram, and I'm gonna go more into this when but this is just for educational purposes for my man, Chief, what his name? Chief, why not? There you go. So you look at the antigens right here. See, this is why I tell people you can post you gotta know what you're talking about. It's the difference between reading and comprehending. You gotta know what you're talking about, and you can show the receipts. But if you yourself is not learning nothing, then what's the purpose? Here you go right here. So you got right here antigens, right? Here is the O right here. O negative, O positive. No antigens attached to the outside of that cell, right? But the moment that you come in contact with either blood right here, it automatically attach antigens to the body. Antigens to that blood. So inside of this, where you would see the A at, where you would see the B, and where you would see A and B, that's the blood type. But inside of the cell, also on everyone else, besides black people, is the DNA, their DNA. So antigens is animal pathogens. You see what I'm saying to you? So antigens are animal pathogens, and if you have enough of them in your body start producing these antigens. So what it mean by having more in your body? Why they got us hooked on meat, animal food, got you constantly eating that, which doing nothing but feeding the antigens that are already inside of your body, which is animal. So the moment that you start to change your diet, you start to change the way you eat, all of a sudden you become more healthier. You know why? Because now those antigens, those antibodies are no longer reproducing. They're not longer reproducing. You go back to your body started purifying itself without the antigens. As far as us, other people, you have to eat animal DNA. So you have to eat animal in order to maintain your cellular structure. If not, you're going to have residual effects behind that. You're going to have residual effects. So I've been wanting to go live with this, my people. I've been wanting to go live with that, and I am going to go live. I am going to go live on YouTube. I just haven't picked a day. I might do it tomorrow, but then again, I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow. See, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Like, I don't like to I don't like to put myself in one position. The one thing I learned, like, I have a big heart, so I be trying to do everything together. Somebody say something, I'll be like, yes, okay, not a problem, okay, not a problem. But that shit fucks me up. So I gotta be mindful about what I'm gonna do and what I'm saying. But I'm gonna read from a certified genetics and a one that has a PhD in biological science. What I look like arguing with people that were personal feelings. That's your personal feelings when it comes down to your animal genetics and trying to say everybody blood is tainted. Everybody blood ain't tainted. Once our brothers and sisters eat right, this is why we get cravings for negative shit all the time, because we have antigens on our blood and we're not doing enough for producing more of those antigens, no matter what it may be, no matter if it's violence that we like to look at all the time, or to see violence, or negative energy, negative conversations that we want to hear all the time, or we want to be in the middle of something, or, you know what I'm saying, we just want to be a negative individual. Your body start producing this shit over and over, and they know that. This is why it's so important for them to constantly tell us about blood banks. They want us to give our blood away, and then let something happen to us where we need a blood transfusion. You're getting that blood. You're not getting that blood from your brother or your sister. You're getting that blood from them. So as long as they taking out the clean and putting in the worse. You feel what I'm saying to you? So and then you're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing as a whole, but putting in worse by what we are eating. And we're eating the stuff that is actually feeding the antigens on our body, in our bodies. So again, that's just a quick review of me just going over some antigens with y'all. I just wanted to share that information with y'all because, you know, my motto is each one reach one. This is how we grow. This is our home. It's one of many. You feel what I'm saying to you? We make this shit go around. You feel me? And the question that I ask is, you know, how do we go from haploids to diploids? How do we go from a one chromosome species to multiple chromosomes? So let me just go over here back in this book real fast, because see, here's the 23 chromosomes right here. You got 23 chromosomes, from your largest chromosome to your smallest chromosome, that determine your sex. And notice in this chromosome, why is it one smaller than the other one? See, that's how you can tell that the woman chromosome always dominate. Look at this, even it show it right there, X and Y chromosome. But when you go back and you look at these chromosomes right here, all of these are what you call gene sequences, aka alleles. These are all genetic material that's in here, and they all get pulled from when it comes to developing a cell, when it comes to the eukaryotic cell organism. Now, you got all these chromosomes with all this genetic information on here, but yet we doing some of the most primitive shit on the planet. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. Special characteristics eukaryotic chromosomes are easier to see. See figure 0.3. Point out the importance fixtures of eukaryotic chromosomes. Okay, the part of the chromosome that appears. Okay, I wanna show y'all something real quick. Develop divisions. Okay. You know how I read, people. I don't got my glasses, so I'm grinding right now. But it's okay. I can see. I got plenty of sunlight. Okay. Characteristics of the chromosome appearing. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not what the part I wanted to read. Okay, here we go. Examining the basis of the chromosome. Chromosomes are tightly wound threads on extreme compounds to genetic traits. Generation of next, the chromosome must copy and blah 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 blah. Most prokaryotes have only one circular chromosome that, when copied, it passes on to the daughter cell. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom this in. Hold on, what the fuck? Let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in. Now the comments want to be the ones in the way. Any other time, I'll fucking be able to zoom in. All right, hold on, let me see something here. Okay. Anyway, just in case you... See, this is why I want to go live again. This is why I want to go live on YouTube. See that right there? Daughter cells. Daughter cells. That's directly to prokaryotes. Directly... I want to read the whole thing, but I can't zoom in. Oh, now I can zoom in. Son of a bitch. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, now I can zoom in. Okay, here we go. Okay. Most prokaryotes have only one circular chromosome. One circular chromosome. that when copied is passed on to the daughter cell. Daughter cell. Only one circular chromosome. Stop it, man. Listen. I'm gonna do this on YouTube, but just so people, you're wasting your time with your personal feelings. I don't have any personal feelings when it comes down to truth with genetics. I don't have any personal feelings. This is what it is. The sun is what it is. What it is. I don't have any personal feelings. None whatsoever. I got a feeling for the truth. I got a feeling for the truth, my bad. I was trying to do something I am. I got love and value and appreciation for the truth. That's what I got. Other than that, I don't have I want to see this shorty in here. Let me see. Oh, whoa. Let me see. She ain't coming in here. I'm looking for Mad Max. Mad_Max. I'm looking for you. And yo, listen, let me just make this very clear. If y'all haven't realized by now, when I be typing, I type fast, and sometimes I might miss a letter in a word or something like that, then that's the fuck on you. If you think that I don't possess the intelligence to spell the fucking words out in this cursed ass language, and that's the only thing that you can possibly point out when it comes to me, then you're out your rabbit ass. It just lets you know what type of, how weakling you really are. That you just be fishing. That you literally be fishing. Like, I don't even get that. You know what I'm saying? I told you, black people will find anything to try to put black people down about. You know what I'm saying? We would try to find anything, especially when it comes to deflecting the truth. We're trying to find anything. Oh, you misspelled one word wrong. Like I can't spell a fuck. I don't talk about shit that I can't spell. Now you might get me on some scientific words. I might miss a letter or some shit in there. But see, I keep telling you, it's a difference between reading and comprehending. You know what I'm saying? Some of you comprehension skills are fucking in the dirt. I'm dead serious. Some of you comprehension skills are right in the dirt. Read the Bible all day and still can't see the motherfuckers are child molesters and rapists. Still can't see that God is an outright sociopath, a narcissistic sociopath, necrophilia, psychopathic ass motherfucker. You still can't see that in the Bible. You no matter what, you know what I'm saying? you have failed to diagnose the person in those religious books with any type of mental disorders. I mean, goddamn, you have failed to diagnose, and you know what's so sad? Even a lifestyle that you live, you have failed to diagnose that. To say, yo, you gotta be mentally challenged to actually believe in this shit. You really do. You gotta act. You be like, yo, like that's why most adults that wake up, they be so frustrated and wanting to wake their whole family up to it, because you gotta be like, yo, the only way you can get me like this is that you literally had to drug me. Like you literally had to drug and beat the crap out of me in order to get me in the conditions you got me in right now. I mean, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. See? But people don't want to hear it. So this is why I notice on Instagram that I can record the sky and show you the blue Kachina, the green orb, the pulsating sun, the red sky, and the video be 3 minutes long, and it only got the views be 2,000, 3,000 views. I do a UV index update. The views be 3,000, right? And then I do a video that's 3 hours long and the shit is 24,000. Come on, that's how I know that they be playing games with this shit here on social media. I know what y'all be doing with my videos. You let me see the videos that I put up there, but you don't let everybody else see the videos that I load up. I know how they do. It's a whole gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was crazy, you'd be constantly putting fact checkers underneath my videos. Remember they used to do that? You don't do none of that no more. Because I'm using your own people.
my gosh, you gotta be really a special person, man. I just tell you gotta be special. You gotta really be special. I must have left my other car in here. Did I leave it over here?
Your car?
Yeah, this one right here. This is to this door, right? Yeah, because I left it.
So.
Yeah, I had to leave.
Check.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I left it here. Yeah, so whenever you feed them, you can.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be a real special. Hey, Patterson. Like, hi. You gotta be a real special kind of person to sit there and believe like somebody gotta be racist because they talking about the genes. Go ahead, brother. That you possess, and it don't have nothing to do with. It had nothing to do with blood types. Don't have nothing to do with your phenotype either. To be truthful and honest with you, blood types don't really play a major role in your phenotype. You know what I'm saying? But it plays a major role in how healthy we are as a people. You know what I'm saying? As far as your lymphatic system and your glymphatic system, it plays a major role in that. That's something I will say. But hey, at the end of the day, people gonna do what they want to do. You know what I mean? People gonna do what they want to do. Vengeance killer. So, I just wanted to give a little sample of the blood types, and when you understand the difference, my next video when I go on YouTube, I'm going to show the difference between homozygous and heterozygous, and when it comes down to alleles, and they talk about gene sequences. So you got to be able to know what you're talking about or have an understanding of what you're talking about. And if you don't have an understanding of what you're talking about, then like stay in your lane. That's what I tell people, stay in your lane. You know what I mean? You can ask any biologist will tell you that women was here first before man. Any religious person would tell you that man was here before woman. So think about that. A biologist studied the creation of everything on a cellular level. Even down to the amino acids and proteins, protein enzymes, amino acids, and the molecules, even down to that. But a person that believes that everybody is the same here on the planet, you're going to see a religious person. You're not going to see a person that actually, and you don't see any biologists inside religion. You don't see biologists going to church. Show me a chemist or a biologist or a solar physicist in church, or any religion mosque for that matter. Show me one. Show me one. I bet you any amount of any money, any white person that got a family member that is in those fields right there, I promise you that their family member has a serious problem with them, because they tell them the truth. Like, yo, you like that, and the thing about it, y'all think only so-called black people have problems with their family members as far as telling them the truth and their loved ones. There are biologists and chemists out here that sit amongst their family, and they say some shit to them, and they be like, "Oh, you just over exaggerating, or you're just talking out of your neck." I'm just telling you, they got problems with their family too, but not to the extent of us. We hate each other when it comes to knowledge. Man, what's up with this remote? Yeah, we hate each other when it comes to knowledge. Nobody's supposed to be able to be sharp with it or question anything that you know. Everybody's supposed to be just as dumb as you. Hey, don't even make any sense. Everybody's supposed to be just as gullible. I don't even want to say dumb. I'm gonna start. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch dumb with gullible. You gotta switch dumb with gullible. Yeah, because you gotta be gullible to allow people to cook up an enzyme and tell you that there is some shit out here on the street. COVID-19 was on curtains, bro. That shit was on your curtains. That shit was on your steering wheel on your car. That shit was on your dashboard.
That shit was in the shower water. That shit, that shit was in the tea you was drinking. That shit was everywhere. That shit was everywhere, but them religious, but them churches, and them gay synagogues. That shit was everywhere, but that football field, wasn't it? And that basketball field, you had to keep them glad. How stupid was when you're dealing with grown children, that you can take your mask off, run up and down the basketball court, bump into each other with your sweat glands open up, you know what I'm saying, pouring sweat on each other. But as soon as you go over to the sidelines, you got to put a mask. Yo, hold on. Listen to me. If they would have just did the shit with football, I could understand. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause football is more wide open. But wait a minute, you gonna make them keep mask on at the interview conference on the sideline while they sitting there on the bench waiting to get into the game. And as soon as they get in the game, they ain't got no mask on, no hazmat suit on, no nothing. They can share sweat, fluids, all kinds of shit, breathing on each other. Anybody that played basketball before, you know that shit's a physical contact game, and you balling out there. And also you liable to get scratched, somebody hacking on you. You know what I'm saying? Shit that you don't even feel until you get in the shower. You be like, damn, nigga scratched the hell out of me. He hacked the hell out of me. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, as soon as you go over to that sideline, put that mask on. You endangering everybody around you. When you ain't dunking and shooting 3-pointers and throwing crossovers, you endangering everybody around you. Yo, somebody responsible for that shit, people. We laughing at that shit. Somebody responsible for that. I just want to say that. Somebody responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hold Fauci and crew. They just not the only ones responsible for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? We got some accountability we gonna really have to accept as a whole entire race, man. I'm trying to tell you. Cause this is some real shit going on, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, for real. Y'all know I ain't lying, man. This is some real shit that we really we really gonna have to pay attention. We're gonna have to answer for some of this hilarious shit, man. For real. Man, the variant was so strong, bro. They shut down everything. No flights. Nobody can fly. Nobody can come in and out. It's not, nah. You know what I mean? Like, Lysol got to be everywhere. You got to spray everything. You cannot spray nothing. You have to spray everything. So I'm just saying. Somebody gotta own up to that shit there, people. I mean, I know nobody might not want to hear that, man, but somebody gotta own up to that shit there, man. Seriously. We was able to. You couldn't go nowhere. Only people that was allowed to travel was. Yo, only motherfuckers was allowed to travel was essential workers. NBA is essential workers. Football is essential workers, baby. That's the only one was allowed, essential workers, baby. Football and basketball and hockey. You know what I'm saying? Essential workers. Yo, somebody got to pay for this shit, man. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God, this is the most hilarious shit, man. And it's so sad, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so sad. We laughing, we joking now, but we know a lot of people as friends, families, you know what I mean? Like they did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? They did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? Even myself, I had to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? But to get on there 3-4 times on the same medical table, man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Straight up. Something really wrong with you. And be like, they trying to save us. Really? In what lifetime? You give me the lifetime they trying to save us in. Give me the generation that they tried to save us at. Can somebody give me the generation? What generation they was trying to save us? What's up with Mad Max? I'm trying to get in contact with Mad Max. Let me see if Mad Max is still she available, so we can get onto this. Just trying to have an intellectual conversation with Mad Max. Get what? Get them antigens, them antibodies. That's what it is. The COVID was the shot was nothing but antibodies. Same shit that the video was talking about. Antigens, antibodies that attach themselves to your blood, to red blood cells. You ain't got no red blood cells in your body. Things start transpiring with you, big time. Things start happening. Yup, I sure did take it. Yup, absolutely did. I sure did. Yup. Yup, I sure did. I got Pfizer. I sure did. Had to. I wasn't getting the second, the third, and the fourth one. Some of y'all people are so special. And I'm gonna act special right with you. I sure did. I sure did. Yeah. My man, hold on. Let me post this. My motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you right. Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let's put this shit together, bro. Because they won't let me. For some odd reason, they always got this motherfucker. For some odd reason, when I go to pin a comment, it don't never let me keep the pin. The comment stay pinned. I gotta pin it twice. Yup, I sure did. For you special ones. Sure did. Yup. Yeah, you gotta be safe. Then sorry. Oh my gosh, man. Ooh. Hey, listen, it's a new variant out now. They closed the school down in Texas about it. It's a new variant. They done closed the school down in Texas about it. So we're gonna have to get your arms ready. We have to get your arms ready. So I hope you are ready. You're gonna have to get your arms ready or live with the earth. Which one are you gonna do? If you already got your arm ready, it's okay to get the other one. You can go ahead and chalk it. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. People will be mad as shit, man. I don't know why people be so mad. They be so mad, yeah. They be so mad. Reflection. Yeah, reflection. They just be so mad. Yeah. Oh man. Ain't nobody killed. Ain't nobody did. Ain't no more. Ain't no. There is no stronger killer on this planet other than ignorance. Ignorance is the number one killer on this planet. Ignorance is the number one killer. That motherfucker there got built. He got millions of bodies. Ignorance. That motherfucker got millions of bodies, man. Ignorance so much of a. He's so much of a. Ignorance is so much of a threat. Ignorance that had you dead and you don't even know it. Ignorance that had you still calling out to the dead. I just want to tell you, even if I was to call out to the dead, at least I know they would answer. You know why? Because I don't call on them all the time. It's a once in the blue. They be like, oh, this nigga, hey, Kalai calling us over here. Let me see what this nigga was talking about. Y'all call the dead so much, he unplugged his phone. The dead don't even have the same phone number y'all was calling on all this time. And y'all called them with tears in your eyes, screaming, hollering, and crying all times of ways. You pick up the phone and all you hear, you be like looking like you like, those phone calls you sit right here, you know, you sit right here, and you be like, yeah, all right. All you gotta do is. With somebody going on and shit, all you gotta do is sit the phone right here, and when they pause, you gotta be like, yeah, and be like, for real. You want the phone close enough to your ear just so you can pick up the little speck, the little voice, just a twitch. But you don't want it to fuck up what you looking at in the background. So you look at that shit in the background, you like, and then when you hear the silence, it's like a 3-second silence, 3 to 4 second silence, and you be like, yeah, for real. I don't agree with that. You didn't see me over there last night. Yo, man. Yo, Felix, what's up, my bro? Abundance to you, my brother. I told y'all, this is my motherfucking brother right here. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Y'all can talk all the shit y'all want about Kalai. He hatred, he this, that, and the third. That's my motherfucking bro right there, man. Man, he was with me before I was even on this vibe right here. He know me before I was even on this vibe. When I was working out 2-3 times a fucking day, doing absolutely nothing for the brain, but just working on my body. You know what I'm saying? But my brother always traveled the world, man. He always traveled. Every time I seen him, he like, man, I'm over here. I'm over here. So when I can tell you somebody that's seen a lot and has a lot of experiences outside of Philadelphia and actually went somewhere where the fucking water, you can see different colored fishes in the ocean, that's my bro right there. And no matter what level, no matter where I was at, I always hung around and been around brothers like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always got along with people that wanted to see the world and understood that they were more to life than the neighborhood that they grew up in. They always wanted to see other things and do other things. And when you sitting with those type of people, to be honest with you, you actually have a better conversation and you build a better rapport. You really do. Somebody that only place they ever been to was the corner store.
or they think going out of town is going from Philly to Atlanta or New York to Atlanta or driving to fucking Florida. That's out of town. That ain't out of town, bro. That's down the street. That ain't no motherfucking way. When you're playing 30,000 feet flight, when you're playing 30,000 feet in the fucking sky and you can actually go to sleep and wake up on the same fucking flight, you know what I'm saying? That's when you know you've been somewhere. That's when you know you're going somewhere. When you can you can put your shit on, put your feet back, fall asleep, wake up, and then put a movie on for the rest of the flight. And the captain constantly giving you an update of the weather or where you're on your way to. It is now 90 degrees in Aruba. It is 3:15 in the evening. If you go to fucking Philly to fucking Atlanta, nigga, why I gotta give you weather updates? Fuck is you talking about, bro? Listen, when we land, it's gonna be 70 degrees there. It's already 75. It's 75 here. When we land there, it's gonna be 80 degrees. I like when the captain chime in, just to give you an update. It's beautiful skies in Aruba. It's gonna be beautiful skies in Hawaii. Temperatures looking like they're gonna be in the 90s all week, with a chance of a partly cloudy sky, but it's all sun. I can't wait to land there so everyone can enjoy their trip, vacation, or back to home. See, I like those type of updates. Yo, let me get off of here, man. I wanted to have some laughs, and that I did, made some laughs, and I'm ready to get my watermelon together, and I'm getting ready to check out some of this on TV, man. I value and I appreciate you all. Y'all already know, man. Like this earth is a beautiful home. It's an amazing home. You know what I mean? And you know, right now, if you notice on the news that there has been a lot of shootings, you understand, even in my Latino community here up in Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like that cop, these motherfuckers. Let me explain. In the Latino community up in Philly, it's be crazy over there with the law. And they just so disrespectful and shit. So, and just to see that tragic shooting that took place over here up in that community was just, it's just sad. It's just very disgraceful. It just shows that we have a group of people that walk around with these uniforms on. To me, they just legal killers. That's all it is to me. I look at them as legal killers, man. These people are a threat to us. What they are keeping us in fear of is that if we didn't have those police officers and we actually policed our own communities, that we would actually be violent and out of control, and not realizing all we have to do is remove all medical staff. That's all we got to do. Remove all medical staff and leave us the fuck alone. I promise you, niggas that think about before they start shooting and killing. After the few dead people, it happened to a few dead people, and they be like, where's the doctor? There is no doctor. They be like, yo, there is no doctor. So what are you talking about? So in the back of the niggas' mind, they'll start thinking before they start wanting to kill and shoot each other and run to come. So they be like, you know what? Let me walk away, because guess what? There is no doctor if I get stabbed. There is no surgeon if I get shot. So they keep us all in fear to make us believe that the moment that there is no law enforcement, that we can't naturally police ourselves. It don't make a difference. It's killings happening right now. So all we have to do is get rid of the law enforcement and let the killers just go ahead and get it out the way. See, once it get out the way, then it's cool. It's like a tooth cavity in our community. And all we doing is putting fucking numbing ointment on a fucking tooth. All you got to do is get rid of the cops and let the motherfucking tooth get pulled the fuck out. And that's all what happened. Everybody would naturally calm itself the fuck down. Everybody's not going to be looking to be on gangster and violent shit. Only fools are. That's it. So once the fools see enough of fools dying, guess what's going to happen? They're going to fall back. They're not going to do nothing unless it's necessary. We're not going to do. We're going to be more concerned with like, yo, bro, listen, let me explain something to you. I'm more concerned with living and existing. The dead don't have nothing to live for. You understand what I'm saying? The dead, they don't want to do nothing. They want to wake up and just be a part of the destruction. So what you got to do
what the law enforcement is doing is keeping the dead alive. That's all it is. All the cameras, the 911, the electrical grid, all that's doing is keeping the dead alive. Because you can go over in Africa right now and you ain't gonna see motherfuckers just running their mouth and looking to be in confrontations. Because guess what? Somebody will put you some motherfucking way. As simple as that. You know what I mean? And you won't get found. But over here it's different because you got all these power, you got this power grid that's constantly over the entire United States. So they're in communication with one another. But you can't do that in Africa. You can't do that. You can't go in villages and think you just gonna say what you want over there. You can't go in Afghanistan and just think you can say and do what you want. No. You're gonna have to think about that shit. And that's real rap. So this is coming to America. The only people that want the police department to still be in existence is chumps and cowards. Seriously. And toxic women. Because it's time to be women and it's time to be grown men. See, you ain't got to worry about no violence. You ain't got to worry about nobody punching you in your motherfucking face if you ain't running your mouth to the world to think you the #1 killer. You ain't got to worry about a man choking the shit out of you if you ain't speaking to him like you a motherfucking man. See? That's the problem. If no black woman got to worry about a man just walking up wanting to fuck you up. Other than it was only one species, the eukaryotic cell, that did that. It wasn't black men. Nobody wanted to just walk up and fuck you up. So stop it. Stop letting Ike and Tina Turner paint a broad picture of us and start being in control of that motherfucking tongue and that masculine energy that you be running out of your mouth. That's just simple as that. I'm not trying to be smart. Most of the people, women, I seen a woman the other day just swinging on men in America. Go pull that shit off in Afghanistan somewhere. Punch you right in your motherfucking face. Go in India and pull that shit off. So the same thing, nobody's looking to harm you, but the problem is that there is not a line of respect. There is no boundaries. So therefore, when the grid go down, it's going to be boundaries set in place. So the moment that you think that you're going to just jump up because a nigga ain't do what you wanted them to do, or the nigga looking in a direction that what the fuck you looking at, nigga? I'm looking at you. That's what the fuck I'm looking at. And who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be, instead of not saying to yourself, yo, this dude might be on this dude is mentally slow. He ain't got it all upstairs. Why I'm going to set off triggers with him? Let me go on and mind my business and stay over here with my group of people. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to take place. And we don't want to face that. That's why I say it's only the cowards, dudes that want to ride around and separate themselves. I got money. I got this vehicle. I got this. They're the only ones, those type of dudes, transgenders and homosexuality, those two, you know what I'm saying? And toxic women want law enforcement to stay in place. Because once law enforcement go out of place, you ain't going to see no brothel house with motherfucking gay black men in it. You ain't going to see what you see on television, RuPaul Holt show. You ain't gonna be able to go down the street and be like, that house right there is full of homosexual and transgender men and they in there fucking. You ain't gonna see none of that. That shit will be burnt the fuck down. You see what I'm saying to you? You could, point blank and simple. You're not gonna see. So only these people want the law and the power grid to stay up. So they's the ones that are sweating. Don't just think the European man is sweating about the power grid, because the European man and the Asian man and the Arab man, they know how to live a little bit with nature more than we do. So they can live out in the fucking wild in the jungle because they are so animal. So they understand that. We're going to have a tough time converting to living with the earth. So don't get that shit twisted. We living in two different worlds. White folks got advantage too. You understand what I'm saying to you? They will go out there and they know what plants and shit to herbs and shit to go and grab. And we just figuring this shit out. We thousands of years behind. That's why they got you with the new iPhone, the new laptop, the free cell phone, the new flat screen television. This is why they getting you with all this crap, to keep you distracted for what's happening right around you. So we ain't gonna see none of that. We ain't gonna see Lil Rashad talking about, when I get older, I'm gonna be Rashida. No, the fuck you ain't, son. You gonna get that shit up out of you now, bro. What's wrong with you? No, you're not. You gonna get that right up out of you right now. You gonna be who? Kunta. What's your name? Rashida or Rashad? Which one is you? Which one are you? Oh, okay. You better be. You better be, because I ain't make no motherfucking girl. I made a boy. What's wrong with you? All that shit, all that crap is going out the window. And it only stays around because we have this power grid that is up, that is literally giving energy to toxic women and fucking toxic ass men that don't want to be men. That's all it is. Real men is saying, you know, because real men mind their business. Real men get along with real men. Real men don't hate other real men. We stay in our lane and mind our business. If I see you with 3 women, why would I hate on that? Yo, bro, that's what's up. Peace, man. You doing whatever you doing. Hey, man, do your thing, brother. Respect to you.
That's a fall.
Yeah, exactly. Real men don't hate real men. We ain't into that.
You know, when you say you get married in Africa,
Right.
that means you got a Jew.
Exactly.
They must get married.
Only here in Western ideology.
One, yeah, she's sick, you done. She trouble, you done.
All day. So, yeah, that's what it is.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. They went over in Africa and offered these people money to promote transgender and homosexuality. Those people in Africa say, get the fuck out. Take your money and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here. We're not doing that. This is how crazy this is.
Country,
Right.
man, you walk. You don't walk like a man. You don't understand, you're a man. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. What's wrong with you walking like
Why
that?
are you walking like a female?
Come on. What country you from again?
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. My brother from Ivory Coast.
Why are you walking
He
like
said in their country, when they see a man switching and you ain't walking like a man, men will step to you. Yo, why you walking like that? What's going on? That's a fact, bro. This shit
You
here.
know, guy, he came on the national television of my country.
Right.
He didn't say I'm gay. He said, you put in his mouth, he's supposed to get ID. When he got out, they fuck him up. Badly. They fuck him up.
It was a guy that was on Ivory Coast. He got on TV, right? He didn't sound gay, but he supported the idea of the America bringing in their ideology. When he got on television and made it back home, they fucked him up. See what I'm telling you? This here is gone beyond good taste and reason both. And y'all don't realize it. Our people don't realize this. And especially here in America, we're going to learn boundaries with one another. Males are going to naturally respect males, and women are going to learn to respect men. You're not going to just jump up in a man's face and slap the shit out of it. When it's time for you to do that, you're going to have the energy to do it. You're going to have the power of the universe behind you. Any man that want to take from you, any man that want to be violent towards you, you're going to have the power to slit his throat right on the spot. But just because a man don't do what you want, you're going to step in his face or ball your fists up. That's not happening. It's going to be boundaries set. And a lot of people in America, it's going to be hard for them to adjust to that in the first 6 to 9 months. So you got to sit back and be prepared to let that activity, all the darkness take place.
They find out you gay, you die. You know, how many people going to bury you? Young boys, they're going to bury you like a dog.
Yeah, it should be like that.
They bury you like a dog. And then they put in your house. Then the gay boy, then the house.
that's the house he came out. Everybody living there.
They be shamed.
Yeah.
Some places you can even talk.
Right.
You can even raise your own kid. They be trying to be gay.
Exactly.
But you don't want to be teaching them. And then the grown people are going to act their parents. If you say something, they're going to fuck you up.
Exactly.
They done.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. So again, listen, I value, I appreciate all of y'all in here. They already cut me off anyway. I just wanted to get on here and share some laugh with y'all and also speak some truth. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not going to be many men left here on the planet. We all just know that everything is female. The universe, the earth, everything is Mother Nature. The sun is the male. But it's not going to be many men here. There will be other men here. Trust me. You understand? And they're not looking for you because they're going to come with their own queens. Just so that y'all know, we're going to have to relearn how to do this. I value and
So hold on, I just want to give a little preview because I've been wanting to go live, my people, but this weekend was a tough weekend for me. You know what I mean? Like, I had some people come in, my organic family from, you know what I mean, Universal family came in from out of town, and they told me ahead of time that they was coming, but it slipped my mind. I forgot that they were coming. You know what I mean? So I ended up spending some quality time with my organic family from out of town, and I've been wanting to go live, and I just wanted to be speaking about these antigens. And the one thing about science that, as far as genetics and biology and chemistry, because everything revolves around the sun and the energetic frequencies that the sun is emitting, and everything grows from sunlight and water, so, and carbon. So I would say new information is constantly being updated when it comes to genetic information, because these people are finding out new shit about us every day, new shit about nature every day, new shit about the water every day, the air. They finding out new things every day. They just not conveying it to you because the planet is is moving to a higher frequency now. So things are acting differently, more so than before, because things are no longer going to be dormant. So anyway, I wanted to speak about these antigens. How when people be saying to black people, like, well, we got animal DNA too. We don't have animal DNA. We have antigens that attach themselves to our blood. If you don't really know, if you want to go with blood types, and blood types, like I stated before, blood types are only purpose for blood types are reproduction and blood transfusion, where though that they